We started on our journey on a 2022 Harley Ultra Limited. We were carrying a trailer too. We took 70 to 57 to 40 from Indiana to Arkansas. We left around 6, and once it hit dark, it was freezing cold. We didn't start out very strong because we stopped at a hotel in Effingham, Illinois. I called it the Hooker Hotel because they had hourly rentals and smoking and non-smoking rooms. All the hotels around it were already booked. Once we rested up, we hit the road and we traveled 12 hours total. Once we got to Arkansas, we were very relieved. We were close to the Crater of Diamonds National Park. All right, we made it to Arkansas. Our wheel bearing's going out on our trailer though. We had to make a quick stop to AutoZone to buy tools and fix the wheel bearing, but once we did that, we were good to go. We had to take a lot of windy roads to get into the park, which hurt our gas mileage and really tested my fiance's driving skills. We made it!
Alright, so it's day one. It's the end of day one on our trip. We have had quite the adventure coming down with a broken bolt on the axle. Somebody got cold on the way down and had to sleep in the hotel. And had a hell of a time setting up our campsite. Finally got it done. Hit up the dollar store for some groceries. We knocked out 800 miles in a day, 24 hours.
Yeah.
And we get to wake up tomorrow and mine for some diamonds.
Yay! Okay, yeah, and I was a little bit nervous whenever we first started here. Whenever we started out, I wasn't sure we were going to make it on the motorcycle. And then we had the cold and then the trailer breakdown. And I was just really, really, really nervous that we weren't going to make it. And I was kind of freaking out after everything. And we got here, we got settled. We were kind of arguing whenever we put up the tent. We were very frustrated, but we got through it. We got the tent set up and we took a shower, and the bathroom was not great. It had water all over the floor, and I'm the type of person who doesn't like to get my feet like sticky wet and put on socks afterwards. So that was not fun for me at all. But I'm glad that we're here. We're here for 6 days and we're going to mine for diamonds and hopefully we get some. We rented sifting screens, a wagon, and a bucket. We decided to go where no one else was. We dug a hole and it filled up with water, and we used that to sift.
Alright guys, day one of mining. We're in the back section. Found a nice little waterway. Morgan's sifting. There's the edge. We're gonna see what she can come up with. Using a 1/4-inch screen, and I think it's a 1/64 screen on the bottom.
Do you see anything?
Not this round. About the big 1/4. Let's see what kind of gold she found in the other. Guess I should have said diamond, not gold. The only diamond I see there is on her left hand.
I don't see anything, do you?
I did not. But this is day 1 of 5, so hopefully we'll find something. God, look how burnt she is. That's what an 800-mile motorcycle ride will do to people.
We started the day out strong, but quickly wore out. It was a lot more work than we had expected.
Don't rent the wagon. Don't do the sifting. Your first day, day and a half, go out and just look. The wagon and the plow ridges, horrible. Walk along the water after it rains, walk around the field after it rains. And they said when the sun is out, with your shadow to it or against it. to it, the diamonds are supposed to shine. It is, I think, 2 o'clock right now, and we got here at 8:30, and we found some cool rocks, and this stick, this thing will break a rock right here, this little f***er. And I think we found some amethyst, nope, gypsy?
Jasper.
Okay, see, I'm not good at this stuff. I just hit stuff with a stick. We found a few gemstones, but other than that, no diamonds. And according to the chart in there in the office, none have been found today or yesterday, but they have found 238 in the past year. 4 more days of this and maybe another hour of this today is all I think I can take, if that, because we're probably 3/4 of a mile away from the front office right now. Hope to God we find something. I'd take a shit brown one at this point.
Okay. Today I am very, very, very tired. For lunch we had the food truck up there. It was pretty good. We had cheeseburgers and fries. It was good considering we were pretty hungry. All I have to say is I'm really, really, really tired.
Do you want to talk about any of the stuff you found in any of the areas? Anything that Guy said about the stones? The areas we found them in?
Yeah. So the guy said that the diamonds are mostly clear. They are triangle shaped or actual diamond shaped. That's how you tell the difference between citrine and actual diamonds. We found a lot of citrine because we thought that they were diamonds, but they weren't. And then we found jasper, we found volcanic matter, we found hematite, which was a good indicator of where the diamonds were because it's a heavier material. So we went back down there to sift some more, but then the wagon got us and we gave up on sifting.
Alright guys, we're back from our first day of mining. Did not find any diamonds. Morgan's over here grilling up some bacon. We're gonna have some breakfast for dinner. Got our tent, got our picnic table. I had to move the motorcycle trailer over by the fire pit because if you can see way up there under the bathroom, we had to park the motorcycle under that overhang because they are calling for rain, hail, high winds, and possible tornadoes, and we just did not want the bike to get damaged. A law enforcement officer came by and said we could not block that little door, but he let me leave the bike there because it won't block it, and I had to take the trailer off. That's why the trailer's over here. We're not too worried about the trailer. So hopefully everything will go good and we can be out back mining for diamonds tomorrow. Hopefully this bacon gets done soon because it smells really good and I'm getting hungry. Alright guys, can you see us very well? We're in the tent getting ready to call it a night, but we got to tell you about our neighbors. So we had a set of neighbors when we first got here. Older man, older woman, came right up and introduced themselves, friendly as hell. They're out of Texas, southern Texas I believe is what they said, about 100 miles south of Red Oak. And they're just the chillest people on the face of the planet. But they only had one night at this spot, and then they had to move over to a different one. So they packed up and moved, and they still came by to check on us and let us know that the weather was going to get bad tonight, and that we had tornado warnings, and what else did we have? Hail. High winds,
30 miles an hour gusts.
Yeah, like it. Still awesome people, and they're going to come back again tomorrow night. They got to move again, and tomorrow on Tuesday, which I believe is the 19th or 20th of May, is their 25th anniversary. So big shout out to them for that. So just wanted to let you guys know about their awesome neighbors. All right, day 2 of mining for diamonds. We survived the tornado watch and everything last night. We're gonna start up here. We got standing water this morning in the fields, so it's gonna be a muddy fucking mess.
Just say it's gonna be.
Oh, it's going to be a muddy mess. We're going to do some top surface searching today instead of wet sifting because I don't think our backs can handle it again. And I don't feel like getting that muddy today. Let's hope we find something.
Yeah, today's day 2.
I just said
Yay!
that.
I think we found a diamond. Can you see it? We're hoping we found a diamond. We went to the place that they check the rocks. We took our rock there and got it inspected. They looked hard at it and they scratched it against the stainless steel table and it scratched it. Unfortunately, they said the way it was shaped, it wasn't a diamond. It was just a piece of glass. Our excitement quickly turned to frustration, so we headed back out to try to find more. All right, we're cooking right now. We came back for lunch. This morning we decided that we were going to just walk around. We got our campsite. I forgot to take a video of it whenever we got it set up. So today is day 3. There's our fire pit. That's our picnic table. And we got our grill. All right, so last night we spent the night with our neighbors. We had a campfire. They're really nice people. They're from Texas. And tonight they don't have a place to stay, so they're gonna stay an extra day and they're gonna stay at our campsite. We helped them celebrate their 25th anniversary by cooking them dinner. We served hamburgers and baked beans. And we hope they have a happy another 25 years. On day 4, we took the morning to go swimming, but then went to go mining in the afternoon. Today is day 4 and we decided to go back where we found our amethyst and our glass yesterday. So hopefully we find some diamonds. We're going there, all through there and back there, and that's where we found the amethyst. I didn't film much on day 5. We mostly did mining and hanging out at our campsite. We were exhausted by day 5 because all of our hard work hadn't paid off, and we were frustrated from not finding anything. So we decided to do it differently on day 6. On day 6, we went to a store to mine. The store had a drier field and had some arrowheads and gemstones. It was a much smaller field, but we found a lot more stuff. We found an arrowhead and jasper. We ended up getting a bucket that guaranteed a diamond with it, so we kind of cheated on our trip. Alright, today is Friday morning. We just woke up. All of our air mattress is flat again. It's been flat every day. We are gonna tear down our campsite and get ready to head home. Once we tore down our campsite, we headed to the visitor center of the park and signed the guest book. We're home!